Hi, this is John from Contact Smarter, and I'm going to explain you and show you how Contact Smarter works for maybe the type of business you're using. So if you're generating leads, probably you have seen and understood the struggle of what's happening online today. It gets harder and more expensive to generate leads through advertisement on Facebook or Google. Sometimes they keep raising the prices and it keeps getting harder to generate leads. And you have to be constantly adjusting on making changes in order to generate leads and turn them into phone calls because sometimes leads are not responsive at all. So imagine having a tool that helps you to streamline all of that, generating more leads, generating more phone calls, and more booked appointments for less money than you have ever seen before. And all of that with an autopilot, with an automated multi-channel follow-up program. So it's called Contact Smarter. Contact Smarter is a now 5 channel follow-up platform that allows you to follow up with all your leads without you having to be in your computer, and you can do it automatically. We have several options, and I'm going to share my screen now so you can see how it's going to work. First thing we're going to do is I'm going to show you the layout of the page. This is how it looks, and you can see here that is very it is very easy to see where everything is located. We have the campaigns here, users, lead round robins, commissions, and we have action buttons here. So I'm going to go slowly on each section to let you know exactly where you're doing. So you can start off by creating campaigns. When you click on your campaigns, you're going to be able to create campaigns or creating the templates we already have available for you. We have multiple campaigns for healthcare, home buyers, first responders, teachers, VA campaigns, or you can start one from scratch if you want to. So for the sake of the demo, I'm going to show you the campaigns I'm already working on. So this is a campaign that I have. This is what you're going to see when you click there. You're going to see a dashboard with all the information you have from your leads. You're going to see how many leads you have new, how many have responded so far, and how many you have won or close the deal and when they are in Contact Smarter. Here on the dashboard, you can see the response rate on all of the messages that you have created that are going to be sent out. You can see the percentage, and you can see which questions or messages are the best messages so far in your campaign. You go to the preferences here on the campaigns. This is where you set up everything for the campaign, where you set up the name, the time zone, where you're going to start sending a message out. You have a time frame from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. that you can completely change, which is the time before the automations will not go out and the time after that the message will stop going out. So you can change that however you think is best for you, depending on where are you calling. We have a pipeline feature as well included in the campaign that you can set up to decide which is the pipeline that the leads are going to go. We have the force call feature that if you turn it on, the force call feature, what it does is allows you to, as soon as a lead comes in, the system will automatically call you and prompt you with the message that you have in the lead, and it's going to tell you to press 1 to call that lead. And in the modern marketing world, we know that the lead is still hot. That's the best opportunity you get to close the sale. You can also record your own calls by selecting this step here, and you click on save. That's where you do that. Now, inside the campaigns, you go to messages. You click on it, and this is where you create your automation messages. In this campaign, I have 3 messages to go out 1 day after the lead comes in and at a specific time, then 2 days after and at a specific time, and then 3 days after. So you can create as many messages as you want to follow up on your leads. When you click on Add New, it's going to give you the option to do an automation for email, text, and voicemail. It will be a ringless voicemail. So the email, you select the day the prospect should receive the message and how much time after the lead comes in when the message should go out. In here, you can create the subject and the body of the message, and then click on save. You do the same thing for the text message, and the ringless voicemail gives you the opportunity to record your message, and every time you decide this, a ringless voicemail will be sent out, and it's like a voicemail straight up into their phone instead of ringing. So you click on save, and you already have your automation ready for that specific campaign. Inside the campaign, there's a cool feature that we have created from the ground, which is the funnel section. When you click on funnel, it gives you the opportunity to create your own survey. This is very important because we have built this from the ground and from scratch, and to make it work faster and easier than other programs that they are out there. And this completely, it's good for you if you're running ads on Facebook. All you have to do is assign a survey and add questions like first name. You can add multiple choice questions. You can add a personal display message, and there's other features. When you click on the plus sign here, it will prompt you you can select the text choice question, which is an open question. So the prospect can fill out as much information as they want to. You have the first name, last name, email, and phone number choice that you can create in the survey. You have also other actions and other features that are inside the survey, which is tracking a pixel event. This is very useful because you can set up a tracking pixel event in any part of your survey. And this will track all the questions and fire pixels through the Facebook Manager. This is very helpful because it's going to place your ad in the market that you are really interested in showing in your advertising. That means if you're looking for specific, let's say, home buyers or healthcare individuals, then it's going to, by the algorithm that we have, the pixels events are going to be fired, and it's going to send your ads through that specific people that are already filling out the same type of questions. So you don't have to go around and go fish in the place where your ad is not supposed to be. This is a good feature as well. We also have features in the survey like trigger a phone call, that we put it in as any step of the survey. What this is going to do is it's going to give an alert to the prospect to call you directly. They're going to receive an email, a pop-up message saying call or dismiss. If they click on call, that means that they will be able to call you directly in that precise moment. If they click on dismiss, they are going to be able to continue with the survey, and they will be automatically receiving the automation sequence that we previously created. There's also an appointment booking feature that is included inside the application. Forget about using Acuity or Calendly. You don't need that because you have an appointment integration inside of the funnel section. I'll give you an example of one of the funnels in action and how does it going to look once you create it. You will see that the questions are here. What's your credit score? First name. Let's add a email address, which is very important. Then we're going to add at least phone number for the text message to go out. And the appointment, the booking appointment, it's already there. The step for that is already there. So this is how it's going to look. So I'm tracking every event of this section of the survey, so my ad can go to the right place. So when you're done with the survey, you click on this icon here, and it's going to give you a funnel customization. This is how your landing page is going to look in the advertisement. Once you click on it in the URL that you have in the link in the advertisement, this is how it's going to look. It's going to look like this. You have an option to add a cover to it, which is an image of your logo business. You can add text here saying, please take 30 seconds to fill out the survey, and then you start the question. Once you click here, you're going to see the link, and this is the one you're going to use as a URL in your advertisement. So let's say I have an advertisement and a prospect clicks on it. This is what they're going to see when they click on it. They're going to see the survey that we started in the beginning with the same features and the questions. What's your credit score? The good thing about this is everything is one click away, or you can type in and just hit enter or click on next. So this is how it's going to look to them. It's a very easy tool to just go through the survey and type in all the information, press enter, and this is exactly what you're going to look as a booking page. This integration has helped us throughout the platform to increase the appointment booking rate and also the show up rate, because you have an opportunity to keep them in the same page to book the appointment. Once they book the appointment, the survey will be done and they will be automatically added as a lead in Context Marketer. Now, when you click on this section, the two arrows pointing up, this means this is your prospect tab. As you can see, the lead is already there. So when you click on the lead, you will see the survey section that we just created and their answers already there. Inside, this is the conversation center. You can see the prospect information, name, email, phone number, even the campaign where they're at the moment. You can see the status of the lead, and this is a section where you can add notes to it. If you have anything specifically you want to know about that, you click on it and you start adding your notes. You can add reminders through the conversation center as well and put tags on the specific leads, so you can then filter them out and search them individually. In the left side, you're going to see the other conversations you have with other leads as well listed. In here, the conversation window, you'll be able to send email out and text out once the lead has responded. This is a way to keep yourself communicating with your lead. So if I click on email and type something like, hey, and if I click on send, it will be sent to them via email, or if I go this, it will be sent via text. So there's another way to have a conversation with them in those two channels. Now, other cool feature about this is the connectivity that we have with Facebook Messenger, which is very important. We go to funnel, and then we click on the messenger icon. This is the survey we just created, right? So we go to the Facebook Messenger icon, and it's going to prompt us to connect to our page that we already are running in Facebook. So we click on it, and it's automatically gave us a link. You can also grab this link and copy and paste it in the URL of your advertisement. Now, every time a person clicks there, instead of looking at the survey the way we previously looked at it, it's going to look like this, like a Facebook Messenger conversation. So it's going to open your Facebook Messenger, and it's going to give you a window like this. And it's going to give you the view, and then you click on Get Started. The good thing about this is that Facebook already has probably all this information from your lead, and it helps you to collect that information faster and easier than just asking you. So when you click on Get Started, it's going to auto-populate the questions that we already created from the survey. And me, as a prospect, I'm going to see the options already here. So instead of me typing it, I just have to click on it, and it will prompt me to the first name. Facebook already has this information, so it's going to auto-populate. So all you have to do is click, and click, and move through the survey. So once this person has completed the survey in Facebook Messenger, it's going to unlock the fourth channel of follow-up on Context Marketer. So from Facebook Messenger, the lead is automatically going to be entered as well in the prospect tab here, and you're going to see it's right here. This is a Facebook lead. When you click on it, now you're going to unlock this channel, which is the Messenger channel, where you can communicate with your lead through Context Marketer, and it will send the messages to Facebook Messenger like this. I saw your message. And then when you click on send, you as the user, the owner of the account, the message is automatically going to be sent to the lead on Facebook Messenger, and you can talk back and forth with it. Thank you. And you will receive the message here in Context Marketer from the lead. So it's a good tool as well. We also have the calendar integration that I just mentioned, which is going to give us the opportunity to create appointment reminders when a person books an appointment. Let's say, for example, I already booked an appointment and I have a reminder sequence already created. You can click on Add New, and you will start creating reminder sequences via voicemail, text message, and email as well. So this is very important because you're going to have 3 channels to also remind your lead or prospect that they have an appointment with you. via email, text, or voicemail. So this is going to increase the show up rate because I'm telling you via 3 different channels that you have an appointment with me, reminding you that you have an appointment with me, which is great. And it's all integrated in Context Marketer. Now, other features that we have in Context Marketer that will help you increase as well the amount of calls you get and the amount of leads you have is the calling feature. Let's go back to the prospect tab. And once we go there, we have an action section on the right side. When you click on actions, you will see that you can send out a message blast or broadcast message via email and text message. Let's say you have 1,000 leads here and you want to send a special promotion that you have, but you don't want to send them to all the leads because you have multiple campaigns. You can filter your campaigns by click on add filter. And this is the different ways you can filter your leads to avoid sending the same broadcast message to all your leads. You can filter them by first name, last name, email, phone number, and campaign, which is the most that our users filter their leads. So we're going to filter by campaign, and I'm going to click where it says Context Marketer follow-up. So you see from 500 leads, I just narrowed it down to 51. So let's say I have a special offers for this leads. What I'm going to do is I narrow it down to 51, and I'm going to click here, actions, and then click on send a broadcast message. When I click on continue, I can send them a broadcast message via email saying, hey, I have a special promotion for you guys. And you send the broadcast message, either email or text. And this will give you the opportunity to re-engage with the leads that you already were doing business with. So let's go back to the prospect tab and see some other features. We have the importing a prospect from a CSV file. It's important because maybe you have another way to collect the lead information, a Google spreadsheet, an Excel document. Any way you capture your leads information, you can import it into Context Marketer by clicking here. It's going to prompt you to drag the file here. Then you select the campaign where you want to send those contacts that you already have and click on continue. It will automatically bring, let's say, 200 leads that you have in a spreadsheet. It will put them in Context Marketer and it will start the automation sequence for that specific campaign that you just selected. Other way we can do this is make calls, phone calls. When you click here on the call section, it gives you the opportunity to go to the conversation center. And on the left side, you're going to see there's a play button. When you click on it, it will start dialing out. It starts the auto dialer for all these leads you see here on the left side. And once it finishes dialing the 15, it's going to continue throughout the whole list of prospects that you have. You can record the calls, as I mentioned, and it will be in this area once they're done. You can either disposition the calls if there was no answer, the busy signal, a bad number, voicemail. You can disposition the calls so you can collect data in the aftermath of this. So that way you know which leads are good, which leads are bad, and you can filter them by disposition as well. Context Marketer, it's able to be connected from Zapier as well. So let's say you have a Zapier account. One of the main things that we have here in order to connect the prospect connector, which is the application we have to connect Zapier with other programs as well, is this. You go to an article that we have that is going to let you know how to connect Zapier with Context Marketer. So once we're there, this is going to give you a specific link that's going to allow us to connect Context Marketer with other programs. So when we go here, we need to accept the invitation from the prospect connector to be able to connect with Zapier. So you accept the invitation and you build a Zap. Now, once you're there in your Zapier account, you click on make it a Zap. Once you click there, it will have 2 steps. Remember, when we're trying to connect Zapier into another program, it's to allow them to communicate with them. So say, for example, I have Ninja Form, right? Ninja Forms. So we're going to make sure that Zapier allows us to have a connection between Ninja Forms and Contact Smart. That's why you use Zapier. So you have to trigger two things. First, you have to select the information from the Ninja Form, which is the application we're currently using, and an event that will trigger that the Zapier allows Contact Smart to be in contact with each other. So what this is going to do is, as soon as someone submits a form in Ninja Form, it's going to go through Zapier and then it's going to go to Contact Smarter once they fill out the form. That's how you help them to connect with each other. You can totally do that. There's other multiple programs you can search, and if they are there on the Zapier section, and you can connect it with Contact Smarter for sure. Going back to this section, you can add users to start building your sales team by clicking on users, add a new, and you start filling out the information with the first name, last name, email address, a forward phone number, and the country where they are, and the campaigns you want to assign them to that person so they can handle the leads. This is a great way of lead management. So you can also put the workload to another person if you want to. This is account setting sections right here. When you click on it, this is all your information from your account. You're going to be assigned with a phone number when you type in the error code, and this will be the phone number that the system will assign you, so you can start texting and making calls for free, unlimited calls. But you have to put your forward phone number, because if someone calls you to the number that the system assigned you, it will forward the call to the number you just selected. This is the calendar option in account preferences, where we can synchronize Google Calendar and Outlook Calendar to synchronize it with Contact Smart. So my calendar is the one from Google. It's synchronized already with Contact Smarter. So anytime a person books an appointment in Contact Smarter, it goes to Google and vice versa. This is the calendar option here, where it shows you the appointments you have. And you can select your availability. You can add a different one. It's going to show you which days are you allowed to work. You can select them all if you work every day, or have weekends off. Select the available hours that you have for appointments, and then click on add. This is going to be your availability. Now, other things we have here is the option to share your booking link and also share your campaigns. If you have a colleague, a person that you know that is essentially needing a software like this, you can share your campaign, whatever campaign you're working on, by clicking on the three dots here and click on share campaign. Now, this is another way also to make profit out of it. So, because if you share your campaign with other person and that person signs on based on that link you send them, you get a 50% of all the payments they make for life if they sign up with Contact Smart. All you have to do is give them this link. They will access and sign up with Contact Smarter, and they will be your referral automatically. And of course, since you're sharing your campaign, they're going to have everything you have, the same automation sequence. If you have the funnels or survey, they're going to have the survey and all the features that you have in that campaign. Also, there's a way for you to share your booking link, which is this one. Click on it, and you will share this link so that people can book an appointment with you, and they all automatically will be added as leads in your campaign. Now, you go to the campaign, and in the appointment section, in here is where you will have the booking preferences. So this is the name you're going to put to your booking page and the description. This is where you assign the duration of each appointment for the campaign, how much time in advance people need to book appointments for the specific campaign, and how many days in advance they want to book the appointments. You click on submit, and it's going to look like this. For example, person is not going through either the funnel or Ninja Form in order to book an appointment with you. They just simply want to hear and see what your product is. So all you have to do is share your booking link, and it's going to look something like this. You're going to be able to see that. which is the information we already submitted in the appointment preferences. Context Smarter demo booking, they're going to see the calendar and the times available. Once they click on it, they select the time and they prompt to the first name, last name, phone number, because remember, they're just asking for your booking link. They're not going through the section of the phone or survey. So they will be prompted to put their information. Once they put the information, they will schedule an appointment and it will be confirmed. And a calendar invitation will be sent to your email if you're using Google Calendar, because it's the one that does that. Contact Smarter has a lot of features that will allow you to increase your booking show-up rate and your booking rate. It's going to increase the amount of leads you're getting. It's going to increase the amount of phone calls you're probably going to get with the system, and reduce the cost per lead dramatically. I know it probably you have been frustrated with the current way that you're generating leads and following up with them. So we say this, like, you owe it to yourself, like, to start trying out this platform. You can start it for free, because this tool can dramatically change the way that you generate your leads, the way you follow up on them, and the results are going to be shown whenever you use the application. So if you have any more questions, I can totally answer them all for you if you would like to.
Joan, this has been great. Again, if there are any questions, please get back to me. Joan and Contact Smarter, they've got an incredible support staff. And again, it's just such an incredible tool for lead follow-up. And really the most important thing is sales conversions, because we all know that if we follow up well and promptly to the leads that come in, then our conversions are going to obviously increase. So if you're a business that you get a lot of volume, either through your website, or you are running Facebook ads, or you're running Google ads, and you need something that will follow up with your leads and send them not only text messages but emails and notes through Facebook Messenger, but then the ability to leave a voicemail or to dial out on them. All you need to do is simply follow up through the referral link that we will send you. And again, if you have any questions about the system, just hop on and we'll answer them. So, Joan, I would like to just thank you for your time today in explaining this. And again, any questions, feel free to reach out. So thank you so much.
You're very welcome, Colin.
All right. Have a good day.